Agamben's book Homo Sacer, Sovereign Power and Bare Life, is one of the most influential philosophical works of the 20th century. It explores how politics, law, and life are interconnected and how power operates in modern societies. Agamben begins the book by looking at ancient Roman law and then moves through history to explain how human life itself has become a central concern of political power. The book's main idea is based on the ancient Roman figure of the Homo Sacer or sacred man. This person could be killed by anyone without it being considered a crime, but he could not be sacrificed in a religious ritual. Agamben interprets this as a symbol of how political power defines who can live and who can die. The Homo Sacer lives in a strange position. He is both inside and outside the law. His life is controlled by political authority, yet he has no protection under it. Agamben calls this condition bare life, meaning life reduced to its biological existence, stripped of rights, status, and political value. In classical Greece, there was a difference between zoe, simple biological life, and bios, a qualified or political life. In the ancient city state, only those who lived a bios, a life within the political community, were fully human in a civic sense. Ordinary biological life, zoe, was kept outside political consideration. However, modern politics has blurred this distinction. Governments now focus on controlling life itself, health, birth, reproduction, and death. This politicization of life marks the shift to what he calls biopolitics, a concept inspired by Michel Foucault. Agamben connects this idea to the notion of sovereignty. A sovereign is someone who has the power to decide on the state of exception, a situation where normal laws are suspended. During such times, people's rights can be taken away in the name of security or public order. This power to decide who is excluded from the law is the essence of sovereignty. The Homo Sacer and the sovereign are two sides of the same coin. The sovereign decides who becomes Homo Sacer, and the Homo Sacer reveals the limits of the sovereign's power. The most striking part of Agamben's argument is his claim that the camp, such as Nazi concentration camps, is the modern political space where bare life is fully exposed. In the camp, people are stripped of citizenship, law, and protection. They exist only as biological beings under absolute power. For Agamben, this is not just a historical event, but a model for understanding how modern states function. He argues that the logic of the camp has spread into everyday life through surveillance, bureaucracy, and security measures. Today, everyone is potentially Homo Sacer, exposed to political power that can exclude or control us at any time. He also examines how democracy and totalitarianism are more connected than they seem. Both involve the control of life. In democracies, governments promise to protect life, health, and happiness, but the same focus allows the state to regulate and dominate individuals. In totalitarian systems, this control becomes extreme, but the basic logic is the same. So he warns that the boundary between freedom and control has become dangerously thin. Homo Sacer is a study of how life itself becomes a political issue. Agamben's message is that modern power no longer works just through laws or institutions, it operates by managing biological existence. This means that every person's life can be included or excluded, valued or devalued, depending on political decisions. The book invites readers to think critically about citizenship, human rights, and the meaning of being human in a world where life itself is governed by politics.